Hello, folks. My name is Leo, and welcome to my nerd world. Today, I will talk about the series from Netflix, Black Mirror Season 7. Okay, I will give this not synopsis here for each episode. Okay, not the in general. Okay, so each episode I will give a synopsis here, a short synopsis, and give you my opinion. Okay, so this is a review of this series in general. Okay. But before I do that, your first time here in this channel and you like this kind of content, leave a like here, subscribe here. Every like here is really important that YouTube will recommend or other people to watch my videos here. Okay? And have you watched Black Mirror? In the comments here, put your opinion below. Okay? And share this video with your friends who like is Black Mirror because here I talk about movies, series, animes, okay, pop culture in general, okay. So share with your friends who like, share to your friends, or send to your friends, right? Who likes Black Mirror and ask them to subscribe here. My goal here is to roll to 500 subscribers. Okay, so help this channel, help me here, give me the support. Okay, so it's really important to your support here. Okay, so let's grow together. Let's grow more this channel. Okay, so let's talk about Black Mirror season 7. Okay, that so they came back talk about technology, right? Because the first, yeah, the last two seasons they forget the technology, right? That, but here they came back and use a new technology. Okay, so here we have some episodes here. So it's 6 episodes. So you can see some familiar faces here. For example, Paul Giamatti, this guy here, right? So you can see other faces here. Oh, that girl here, she plays Cassandra in Deadpool and Wolverine. Paul Giamatti, right? Paul Giamatti here, maybe you know him. Okay, so let's go to the first episode. It's about common people. Common people is a story about that. So you have a teacher and her husband. Okay, so this teacher, the woman teacher, that she has a problem with her mind, right? So like Alzheimer or something like that, right? And the father, the husband here, he works in these containers place, right? That, but the salary is not so good like that. Okay, so what's happening here? The his wife here has this problem, these healthy problems. Okay, healthy issues here in her mind. Okay, and what's happening here? There's one person from the any company. Okay, that, and she offered to this guy here. Okay, so that let me put a little bit here. So she offered that guy here. Okay, that uh, a new technology. Okay, so and she used this technology inside in her mind. Okay, so the I mean the his wife. Okay, so and they put this device inside there, and that keeps her alive. Okay, so and she said, "Oh, what I offer for you is the surgery will be free, but every month you need to pay $300. $300 for one device. Okay, it's really how can I say? Really, it's too expensive, right? $300 for one small device, right? But she offered that, and he accepted that. And the thing is, he and but something is something wrong about his wife, and this device makes her to advertise Imagine that, right? So you are advertise. It looks like you are on TV and advertise some products or some I don't know trips or some food, right? So that and he complains about this, that, right? So he complains that and he said, okay, uh, I wanted to enhance these stuff, right? Because every time when they change the program, that uh, make worse every time. So each program is worse is worse than another one, right? And in the end of the story, he decided, okay, just put 30 minutes. She's alive there, and because I don't have money to pay this anymore. Really interesting story. Okay, so I like these ones. Okay, I like this episode. Okay, and that's the simple story. Okay, so but good good ideas, right? So good ideas that to put a new technology. Okay, so let's talk about the second one is about Bete Noiri. Okay, Bete Noiri is about that girl here is about that girl here. Okay, so she works in the company. It's called Jita. So Jita is a company that they make chocolate, right? And she is specialized in the to create a new flavor, right? That's and every time there's goes a chef there to try this chocolate and maybe this chef will buy the company, right? That so and like invest money in this company, right? And she is responsible for the ingredients, right? So about this chocolate here, but one day, uh, one person appears that person she was her best friends for 10 years ago, okay, and she came to her company, right, and she came there and they try to have a conversation. Oh, long time that so but something wrong is going on there because she's really popular in this work, right, but until until the her friends came to the company, right? And she was hired, right? That she was hired at, and the thing is, and but the thing is about the story here is about like jealous, right? That, but Wiley, what is the technology? Okay, the technology I will explain here. Her friend, in quote, okay, her friend, she has a pendant, a small pendant, a necklace, okay, that, and she can control everything is technology. For example, there is a two situations. There are more here, but I will give you two situations here, okay? And imagine, so I like this episode here, but I will explain later what I like, what I dislike, okay? So the ideas of the I like when they show this product and they will use this product later. Okay, so and they show us a cap with the name is that Barnes, right? That okay. So in her workplace, okay, that there's one guy there, one of the workmate, okay, he said like, I like this restaurant. It's called Burns. Okay, Burns. And she said, no, it's not Burns. It's Barnes. No, 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 it's Burns. Always was Burns, right? And she said, no, okay, go Google there and check, right? Double check that. And she went there and checked it, and it was Burns, Burns, not Barnes. Okay, and when she see the cap, change the name to the Barnes, right? The idea is really interesting. So why this change that? Because the pendant that her friend has changed that. Really good, right? And also when she give the ingredients to her friend, right? So to because her friend wants to know what's the special what's so special the ingredients to use to this chocolate, right? Because she tried before, right? And when she came to this meeting of the people to try that, right? That and the thing is, and she put the ingredients there, and another day, one of the chefs came and okay, I will try this one. Okay, and I like that. So, what's ingredients inside of this chocolate, right? And she said, blah 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 blah. Blah. But there's one ingredient she doesn't mention, but all the people mention these ones. Okay, and she said, "No, I didn't wrote down these. I didn't write down these ingredients. I put all the ingredients. These ones no." And and she checked it because she sent the email to her friend about these, right? So all the ingredients that blah blah blah. But the ingredients that she has there is different what she wrote, and she said she always think like she I know what I wrote. I know what I wrote down here. So and she goes crazy, right, about this that, and she discovered that because her friend is that has this pendant that changed the technology. Okay, and I like this one. The idea is really good, but in the end of the story was really stupid, right? So ridiculous for me, right? But I like these change of mind, right? So like be angry, that be jealous, right? And have a fight, that blah blah blah, all that stuff. Okay. So the third episode here is about this hotel revival. Okay, is that so? Hotel revival. I don't know how to pronounce that. Okay, sorry for that. So we have two characters here. So one is here and one is there. Okay. So what is story about, right? So let's put here again. So that's two people here. Okay. So that's the person. She is an actress, and she is also actress in this movie. So Hotel Everywhere is the name of the movie in this series. Okay. So she is very famous, right? And she died, right? That in the real life, right? That so and we have that person here, and we have Alcafina in this story here. So she is the director of this movie, and but it's not the movie because the movie is too old, right? So like 1920s or 1930s, right? And the thing is, they need someone to replace a character, a person, right? That who died in the real life, right? So in 1920s or 30s, right? That and they chose her to go to this movie, and they use this device here that she can go inside to the movie. Okay, so she can enter there, and the director always gives some suggestion, right? So the transcript, right? So what she needs to do, okay? And here something happens, okay? Then so the idea is really interesting, okay? So something happens, but I think it was like yeah. So and everything inside of this movie stopped, okay? Then this looks like a computer. You are controlling the characters there, right? And also you see that everything stops. Something happens in the computer. One guy spilled the coffee, the computer, and that was the problem, right? And the movie there stopped. All the characters stopped, but only these two people here they were continues the story. You know, you understand a little bit? Okay, so I will move on now. And the story is like that. So, and she knows about her because that movie is her favorite movie. Okay, so and she always wants to be there, right? Be a part of this movie. Okay, and that she explained to her that well, while is everything stopped there, and she explained what's going on. That and she said, "Oh, you are not real, right? So not real. I'm real, but I'm not in this movie. I'm in the another world, right? That so it's a good idea, right? So really good idea that." But these episodes is 1 hour and 20 minutes, so it's too long. Looks like a movie. That's a good makes sense, right? That, but for me, it was like it's not necessary to put 1 hour. Could be just 50 minutes or 55 minutes maximum. Okay, that. And in the end of the story, also was a little bit there, so I didn't like the find the story, right? Because the in the end, I mean, okay, that because so I thought it was a little boring for me the story, okay. So it's a basic story here, okay. The next one is play think, yeah. So we have a guy, Peter Capaldi. Okay, Peter Capaldi. He is a guy who is really obsessed of games. Okay, computer games. Okay, and so the story is he was uh, arrested because he was stealing or maybe shop shuffling, right? Shuffling wine, right? And he doesn't have money. Okay, that. So and he was arrested about this. Okay, that. And the thing is, and in this interrogation interrogatory, right? So people are asking questions about him, right? So and he tell the story about him, right? And it's all the plan he can escape to the place, right? So he tell this story about himself, okay, about himself, right? And he talk about, oh, I like you a lot of these games that so and if you look at this game here, okay, so and how he is obsessed of this game then so uh obsessed of games, right? So this guy here is the boss of his job, right? And the workplace, right? And Peter Capaldi needs to okay, I need you to take care of this game. Okay, so all the characters here, all these creatures here, let's put to say, uh, they uh, they talk to him, right? And he keeps alive, right? That so and one day he has a neighbor or a friend, I don't know, who is really high, right? So like he use a lot of drugs, right? That and one day he said, "Oh, I will go to the take a shower, okay, and you keep here, okay." But after that, he went to this game here and he plays his friend, right, or neighbor, I don't know. He plays the game, but he kill all the characters from this game. And the guy, and now this guy, the Peter Capaldi, young young Peter Capaldi character, uh, he didn't like this and he killed this friend. That's the story, right? So what this means, Lil? He is a killer the same way. So he is a robber, he's a killer, he's a criminal. Okay, so in general, and that is happening here. That and he tells this story, what's happening there, just to escape from the police. Okay, good idea. I really like this one. Okay, that so yeah, I don't have too much time to explain all the things here. Okay, so the next episode is about eulogy. Eulogy. We have Peter Capaldi, Paul Giamatti. Okay, so Paul Giamatti, he is a guy who works at home, right there, and he received a gift, right? So it's a small device, the same what I showed you about the hotel Reverie, right there. Now I got Reverie, right? And he received that, and that's a person talk to him right there. And the thing is, it's really interesting story here because uh, remember when I said the girl there in the movie, she put the device here and she goes into the movie. Here is almost the same idea, but into the picture. Okay, that is a good idea, right? So and she and the person who is talk to him this device like a IA, right? So intelligent artificial, right? And he used this, and she said, "Oh, find the three pictures, and you will go into them." The good things about this episode here, they talk about his past, about and that person who he sees there inside this picture, and who is talking to him, right? Uh, she is a daughter of one of the women he had a relationship, and they talk about that, and it's all about his past, right? So and talk about this story, right? That it's really interesting ones, and really emotional, right? So and every time they review more things about him, right? So and wow, interesting, right? That's the basic story, okay? And every time they talk more, talk, and he solved the problem. Okay, and the last episode, not at least, is about USS Callister. Maybe you have seen in the season 4 the first part. That's the second part of this story. Okay, so that's why I didn't watch because it's all about Star Trek. I'm not a big fan of Star Trek. Okay, so but the idea is really interesting that you go into the game, right? And you go is into the game, and you do all the stuff there. So this is the second part of the first part from the season 4. If you, I guess I don't remember now. I think it's season 4, and they continue this story. So I don't need to talk about a lot of this. So I'm not a big fan of Star Trek. So for me, it was whatever for me. Okay. So Black Mirror season 7 was really good ones, good ideas. Some of them that was not good in the end. Some of them was really good story, right? But and one was like a movie, right? That, but this ones here, I will give it 6 out of 10. Okay, because I liked three of them. I liked it. Three of them I thought was a little bit um, the EDN was the problem, right? So and of course long episode, right? So 6.5, okay, 6.5 out of 10 because I expected more, right? So and that's just my feelings, right, about this. Okay, So, but what about you guys? That so, put your opinion below here on about Black Mirror season 7. Okay, that in the comments here below. Put your opinion. Leave a like here. Subscribe. Share with your friends this video and ask them to subscribe here. My goal here is to have 500 subscribers. So help this channel, help me here, give me the support, and let's grow together. Let's put this channel to grow more and more and more. Okay. So and I'll see you on the next videos. Okay. So see you. Take care.